Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on number patterns. A number pattern is a list of numbers that follow a certain sequence or rule. One of the simplest and most recognizable number patterns is the following: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. This represents the counting numbers starting from 1. Having a good knowledge of number patterns is very useful when it comes to solving problems. At this stage, let us look at some patterns involving shapes. After that, we will look at some number patterns. Let's look at the first example. We have a square, circle, triangle, square, circle, triangle. The above pattern is very simple and it repeats consistently. And if we follow the rule, the simple pattern, we can see that the next shape is a square. No problems at all. Number 2. So we're looking at this pattern here. The above pattern changes as we move from left to right. However, there is a rule that allows us to find other terms. The question is, what is the next term? Square, 1 circle. Square, 2 circles. Square, 3 circles. So if we just think for a little bit, we can see that the next shape is a square. What are the next 4 items after the square? Obviously they follow that pattern there, so we go across and we have 4 circles. Consider the following patterns: triangle, square, pentagon, hexagon. How many sides does the next shape have? The above pattern gives us enough clues to answer the question. 3 sides, 4 sides, 5 sides, 6 sides, so the next pattern must have 7 sides. Consider the next pattern, which is this one. Arrow facing up, arrow facing to the right, arrow facing down, arrow facing to the left. We have enough information to say that the next shape is arrow facing up, and we start all over again. More patterns with pictures. Consider the following pattern: 3 squares, circle, 3 squares, circle. What are the next 3 pictures to the above pattern? Obviously 3 squares, because it's just a very consistent pattern. Consider the following pattern, which is this one: 2 circles and a star, 2 circles and a star. What are the next 2 pictures? 2 circles, because it just follows the pattern. It's quite regular. Using a rule to generate patterns. Our object is to use the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to apply this rule. So here's the rule here. This is the rule here. And we're going to apply this rule to those numbers. Double each number and add 1. So using the above directions we double this number, which gives us 2. We add 1, which gives us 3. We double this number, which gives us 4. We add 1, which gives us 5. Double this number to get 6. Add 1 to give us 7, and you get all those numbers here by applying the same rule. Okay, what we're going to do now is, again we have the numbers from 1 to 6, but we have a different rule. So this rule here is just a little bit different, and what we're doing, add 1 to each number and double the answer. 1 plus 1 is 2, double 2 to give us 4. 2 plus 1 is 3, double 3 to give us 6. 3 plus 1 is 4, double 4 to give you 8, and continue that pattern to get those 3. For each of the following examples, describe in words the rule which is used to create each pattern. So here is the pattern: 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So what's actually happening? Well, here it is. Start with the even number 2. There it is there. and keep adding 2 to each new number. So 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 2 is 8, 8 plus 2 is 10, and we can continue on. This pattern is the set of even numbers beginning at 2. The next example, let's have a look at this pattern. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. This is the rule. Start at the odd number 1, there it is there, and keep adding 2 to each new number. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9, and we keep going on. This pattern is the set of odd numbers beginning at 1. I hope you've enjoyed this video involving patterns of shapes and numbers. And later on, as you go through your school career, you'll see that having a knowledge of patterns is very useful when it comes to problem solving.